Greetings. I'm out in Naylor, Georgia. I'm George Boston Rhines. You have already seen 3 videos I put together concerning an individual who I have the highest respect for in the state of Georgia and in the United States of America. It is none other than former pastor, minister, personal friend, a father, a dedicated minister here in Valdosta, Georgia. I have talked to you about his condition in regards of disability payments. This man and his wife Alice lost their home. You've already seen that. After working at Moody Air Force Base, a federal installation. He has performed outstandingly. Now he was placed in hospice under the doctors from Augusta, Georgia, here in the state of Georgia. He has been denied disability benefits many times. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to let Pastor Benjamin tell his story in the way that he wants to. I'm going to begin by asking him, what's your name?
Calvin J. Benjamin.
Calvin, when did all of this start with I know you was employed at Moody Air Force Base, right?
Yeah.
How long did you work at Moody Air Force Base?
36 years.
36 years. So you saw that base change probably from an ATC base to the Tactical Air Command, and now they got 2 wings out there. So you've seen a lot out there, have you not?
Yes, I have.
All right, in your years of working on this base, how did you perform? Or was you a supervisor or just a regular employee?
I started out as a regular and worked up to management.
Okay. And what happened for you to leave Moody? What happened? Why did you leave Moody?
Medical condition.
About when did this happen? What month?
2001.
Okay. And in 2001, what happened?
Somehow or another brain tumor occurred in my head. You
had a brain tumor. Mm-hmm. This was in when now?
2001.
2001. And it is now 2013. Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mm-hmm. All of this time it has had some level of impact on you in terms of you continuing the life, the level of life and providing for your family as you would before you got ill, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, where did your ailment take you to? Was it just limited to Valdosta, or did you have to be transferred to other places?
No, I had to go to transfer to Augusta and to what other place? It was one more place. It was 2 or 3 places.
Okay, 2 or 3 places you had to go. Okay, and have you ever applied for any level of disability?
Yes, I have.
Okay, how many times have you applied for some type of Social Security or something to maintain your home, that you had a nice brick home, you had a wife, you had children? Do you feel that you should have gotten some type of compensation?
I sure do.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that you did not receive any here in the state of Georgia?
I can't tell you, man. I wish I could tell you, but I can't tell you. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like I earned it.
Okay. It was almost impossible for you to work with any level of job or supervisor as you was after you got ill. Am I correct?
Correct.
So these doctors, what did they say? The doctors say you still should work, or what did they say?
They really didn't say nothing. The only thing they said was that the doctor from Social Security said that he felt like that I could have kept on working. Mm-hmm. I said, well, did he talk to my primary doctor? They said no. Mm-hmm. I said, well, how can the world can he feel like I could have kept on working? Mm-hmm. Tell me that. Couldn't answer.
Mm-hmm. So how many surgeries have you had, Calvin, approximately? How many?
Approximately 5, if not 6.
Mm-hmm. How many you say? I mean, it's okay. How many? Come on, you don't have to get into it. How many you say? But how many? This is wife.
About 10.
About 10. Okay.
There ain't been no 10, baby. I'm sorry. It's not been 10. I don't mean no harm.
Okay, but how many has been? It's been. But so you say about how many?
About 6.
About 6, okay, about 6 surgeries, okay. And in those 6 surgeries, but something was done to you that the last time you went to Augusta, and I went up there, but the doctors finally told you what? At the last time you was up there.
Well, after that surgery, there wasn't too much more they can do.
Wasn't nothing much more they could do.
Right.
And still, but as of today, starting in 2001, as of today, you still have not received any type compensation. Am I correct?
That's right.
Now they say now that you're in hospice, they say they're going to work on it more vigorously and it'll be kicked to the top of the barrel. Am I correct?
Right.
But don't you have a question that in your mind that that you should have gotten it earlier?
Yes, I do.
And how does it feel to have lost your home here? I have written to Representative John Lewis' office, and I spoke to one of his clerks there. I have also wrote to a couple of congressmen on your situation, on your behalf. I have written letters to the Social Security people. I have went to the Social Security office 2 or 3 times on your behalf, and still you have not received any compensation whatsoever. What do you say about the state of Georgia? Do you feel, have you ever seen people that have possibly getting Social Security that was not in as bad a condition as you?
Oh yeah, many times. See them now. If they're getting it, they acting it out because from what I see, nothing wrong with them. And then that ain't the point. You know, like I said, I just want what's good for me and my family.
Right, right.
We got to survive too.
That's right.
There's enough of this land for all of us, and I think God left a lot for all of us. So you know, we need to survive too, man.
Now,
I never beg nobody.
That's another thing. This man has never, for all my YouTube watchers, and I've been knowing Calvin since in the 70s, when I was stationed in Moody Air Force Base with my family. My children and Calvin and Alice's children played together, and I have never in my life seen Calvin not work, beg anybody, ask for handouts, never been on welfare or no other kind of fare. He has always took care of his own affairs. And now in the state of Georgia, I, as a retired military veteran, I am hurt myself. And sometimes I can't hold my composure when I think about this is one of the greatest men, I do mean that I have ever met in my life. Him and my brother, Charles Rhyme and Ezekiel Rhymes in Atlanta, are the 2 men that have put an indentation on me. And I have not changed that over the years, and I cannot understand why somebody have not taken the initiative and the time to evaluate former pastor Dr. Calvin Benjamin and see that a mistake have been made here in the state of Georgia, and we must ask ourselves, how many more people in Georgia, how many more deserving people needs compensation? And some of those people that are getting it, it seems as if though they are in the clique and among the slicks, or they know somebody that know them. And so, Calvin, I want to ask you one other question. You do have a brother that worked. First of all, he too is a retired military veteran, right?
Correct.
He have tried everything he could to get you some type of compensation. Am I right?
Correct.
And that has turned out to be what? 0, huh?
0.
So what do you say to the leaders here in the state of Georgia? What do you say to them?
I say they need to change.
They need to change somewhere.
We need to change from the top to the bottom.
Need a change.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Calvin, I want to thank you so much for your work and the service that you've done at Moody Air Force Base here in Valdosta, Georgia, a federal installation. I put this off, Calvin, for a long time, and my mom, as you know, she deceased, and we're gonna have her funeral Thursday. And I said to myself, I want to come and get this video done.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that just maybe somebody in the state of Georgia or somebody in the United States of America will see that there is something wrong here in the state of Georgia when it comes down to getting Social Security here in the state of Georgia. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, just thank you for the interview, and just say God bless you, man. Cause, I feel like it's gonna come. don't know when, but I feel like it's gonna come. And I always believe in waiting on time, you know.
Yes, sir.
But then you can't wait too long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I feel like it's gonna come.
Well, you have been. Let me ask you another. You have been very patient. I mean, on this patient thing, you have been a very patient person. I don't know if anybody could have been more patient than you. You used to live in a trailer up there, a nice double wide trailer. You stayed up there near Moody, but then you bought a nice brick home. It was a nice brick home, and you lost that through foreclosure. Am I right?
Right.
And if you had gotten some type of compensation, there's a possibility that you could have kept that home.
Right.
I guess I wish your wife was here to talk, but I'm sure, and your children, but I'm sure that had to be a hurting thing. After all the work that you put out at Moody Air Force Base, all the work. Let me ask you another, most important. Did you not pay into Social Security?
I've been paying all my life.
So you paying for Social Security all your life, and yet you can't get you haven't got no benefits from it.
I got a little bit when it first happened.
Okay.
I got a little bit.
Okay.
Back in 2001.
Okay.
And then they cut that.
Okay. Now, in addition to this, by the way, you have been disapproved. Didn't you not? I forgot about that. You filed how many times?
I believe it was about 3.
3 times, and you were disapproved every time.
Yeah.
And when I talked to the doctors here at the Social Security place here in Valdosta, they looked at your file and they too said that if anybody in the state of Georgia should get disability, you should be one of them. They told me that.
Right.
When I was in Augusta, not the last time, but the second to the last time I was up there was a nurse. I wish your wife was here to tell this. The nurse said, she said out of her own mouth, she said, I don't understand why Calvin Benjamin is not getting some compensation. She said it like this. She said, it's the laws that are in place in the state of Georgia that makes it so hard. She said that she said you should have been pushed to the front of the list. The lady up there, when the second to the last, I was there. That nurse was crying. I complimented her for caring. And this is when she gave me some phone numbers, and that's the same day I went and called John Lewis' office and spoke with his representatives. I called some of the civil rights leaders that I thought could help, but nothing happened. And so if you've been turned down so many times here in the state of Georgia, Kevin, I'm telling you, I think you've done all you could do. But I hope just maybe this video will help do something. I may interview your brother, Reggie Benjamin, a retired veteran. Let him tell his story about what he has done. And I wish your wife would talk, but it's more about you because you are the one.
Right.
And so once again, Calvin, thank you so much for this interview. And once again, I ask you any other closing remarks.
No. The only thing I can see is George. You know, I used to pastor. I don't pastor now. I preach.
Right.
But I don't pastor. But even when I was pastoring, I wasn't getting it.
Right, you was, because you was mostly supporting the church yourself, wasn't it?
Right, there you go.
It was a small church. It was not one of these mega churches like Creflo Dollar or nothing like that. Just a small community thing. How long have you been pastoring, by the way, Pastor Benjamin?
I started in it was 90.
90. But you've been a Christian or working in religion all your life because your mother and father was along those lines. So you've been in church a long time, haven't you?
Long time.
Long time. Have you ever been in any trouble? You been arrested or anything like that?
No, never.
You arrested for drugs?
Never.
Gambling or anything like that?
Never.
You have the security police at Moody Air Force, they ever pick you up for stealing or anything like that? Never. But you did pay into the system, and for the most part, you've been disapproved at least 3 or 4 times for Social Security benefits, disability, right?
Correct.
And now you it's really impossible for you to drive or putting you to drive to take care of a base. The driving that you used to do at the base on lawnmowers and that type of thing, it's impossible for you to do that today, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say, right? You don't say, but that's what they say. And that's right, they say it. That's right.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Once again, this is the Ghetto Free Press. I'm George Boston Rhymes, and once again, I'm doing this because it needs to be done. And once again, as I said, I was in Atlanta, but I wanted to come back and get this done because I've been putting it off. And after my mother passed on the 27th of December, I said to myself, they're going to have the wake for my mom on Thursday. But last night I made a decision in my mind to come back and get this interview on Calvin Benjamin. People laugh at me. They call me crazy for what I do. But I'm going to tell you something in this life. There are people who don't understand that there are some of us who are called, there's some of us who are chosen, and there's a few others of us who are elected. And though we suffer and though we die, by the blood of the Lamb we shall overcome. And the yoke that God has put around some of our heads, there's nothing that we can do but to do it. People laugh at us, call us crazy. But somewhere in God's world, we got to care about somebody outside of ourselves. Outside of ourselves. May the God bless you, my beautiful brother. May your life be long, my beautiful brother. And may the state of Georgia give you and grant to you what I most humbly believe that is due unto you as a citizen of the state of Georgia and of the United States of America in God's world. This is George Boston Rhymes saying, what's your name again?
Calvin J. Benjamin.
What's your phone number?
You got me on that one.
Calvin, Alice, what's your phone number? 229 460 29 49. That is this man's number in Naylor, Georgia. If anybody can help, he needs your help. I need your help to show forth God's love in God's world. Once again and finally, may God bless you. The Ghetto Free Press. Bye-bye. We gone.
Thank you.